Welcome to today's political discussion. We are monitoring the Federal Capital Territory elections going on in Abuja. We are monitoring it. And so far, Inec has conducted one of the worst elections in the history of Nigeria. I repeat, Inec has conducted one of the worst elections in the history of Nigeria. When we look at the live updates, what is going on in Abuja, Aso Rock as we speak. First, in a polling unit, we have ballot paper missing. Voters at Abaji Council, FCT, they are angered. They are angry that ballot papers missing. That means we have given 600 billion naira to Inec to conduct elections, but yet under Honorable Amupitan, who is said to be someone of integrity, we are conducting one of the worst elections in the history of Nigeria. Many people are disenfranchised. A lot of things are happening. So we are bringing up the updates of the elections. If you are in Abuja and wherever you are, please, you can also comment and tell us how far the elections is going. How do you, what's going on? What are your experiences? I have a lot of updates here. So far, we have not learned anything. Like I said, I predicted for a very long time, the APC is not interested in free and fair election, and it is playing before our eyes. I repeat, the APC is not interested in free and fair election, and it is playing before our eyes. Number one update, chaos at FCT polling unit. Inec officials arrive with wrong beavers machine. Voters stranded. The same stories. And these politicians, these are political leaders, if they have a company and a so-called manager of that company keeps failing and making mistakes, will they retain that manager? But when it comes to the affairs of Nigeria, we still, the leadership of INEC have been failing over time to conduct free and fair election, yet they retain some of these guys. They even promote them. Look at Yakubu that conducted the last election. He has been given an ambassadorial post. So leaders we have to, they are not concerned about the well-being of our value system, of our institutions, of the society. They are concerned about their selfish interest. So this is one of the worst elections conducted by INEC. Now, if you ask me, this is a template of what is going to happen in the next elections. Still, with 600 billion naira, INEC cannot conduct just simple election in Abuja. So many complaints. Number one, I said, ballot box missing. Imagine ballot box under the APC. Number two, chaos at FCT polling unit as INEC officials arrive with wrong beavers machine. Voters stranded. It is at Bako Primary School. Polling unit code 37050303. INEC came with wrong beavers. Voters are waiting for the right machine. You see, every system of rigging, the APC has mastered it. When I say that, INEC is one of the reasons why we will never have free and fair elections. The laws that guide INEC is very critical and important. Forget whether the police will be compromised, whether the judiciary will be compromised. If INEC is compromised, that means there's a very problem, and it has shown. So we don't trust Amupitan, the INEC chairman, to conduct free and fair elections because there's no change, there's no difference between him and Yakubu. In fact, it seems like Yakubu is better than Amupitan. It seems so with what we are seeing, the updates. Okay, another update now. Opera as police arrest a lady with more than 20 voters card at polling unit 001 Kabusa Primary School. More than 20 voters card. Some people in the last election went to register for voters card and they could not get, in their numbers, in their millions, they could not get. But we have somebody who has 20 voters card. Looking at the corrupt system, if you investigate that person has a link to somebody, an officer or official that would let her have other people's voters card are in their hands. People are looking for their voters card, the Inec office, they don't see it, but they are seeing the voters card in somebody else's hands. You see, one way the police, I believe the police is involved in this criminality is that they will arrest the person to save the person from prosecution. Just like a thief. In our church the other time, a thief went a building close to our church. They caught a thief. The thief was asking us, praying, help, begging us that they should put him in the hands of the police because he knows that he's safer in the hands of the police. They will let him go. These are the roles criminal institutions, corrupt institutions play in disenfranchising the people. People have come out to vote, and just what is going on. We cannot conduct elections. And somebody will tell me that Amupitan is a member of a church. He is this and that. He is a born again, blah, 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 at the elections. So if you are watching, how do you see the conduct of the election from your own end? Oriyomi, hi, God bless you. Adeneye Ola Lady, hello, God bless you. Ike Clay, hi, nice joining you live. Stella Emenyonu said hi also. We are having our updates. Now, there's a popular person on Twitter who had his experience. I'm going to read what he said. Just witness the tragic comedy. Inec is conducting tragic comedy. In my area, APC thugs led by a police officer. Look at what he said. APC thugs led by, look at just how to think about that. APC thugs, and these your leaders that promise you good governance, they are supervising all these things. It never changes. It repeats, it even gets worse. So APC thugs led by a police officer walked into an polling unit and collected over 70% of the ballot papers. And Inec officials willingly handed them over. They later returned with fake papers to continue the sham. This isn't democracy. This is daylight robbery. Note, we have Inec officials and the police. I told you that in this rigging machinery, those that are involved, the police are involved, Inec is involved, and the judiciary, from what you have experienced during the last elections. So a police officer going with APC thugs. So police officers, according to this man, they are working hand in hand with criminals. Working hand in hand. So the police that is supposed to fight crime, they are joining hands with criminals to commit crime. Disenfranchise the people. And tomorrow when you see a police, they'll say this one, police is your friend, blah, blah, blah. You see, the system, if we don't restructure this country, nobody can fix anything. The APC and Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they are destroying the little value system we get, whether we even get in the first place. They are destroying it. I've told you that APC does not have a capacity for good governance and conducting at least a credible election. We know that Obasanjo and other people started, the system has been destroyed. What is the APC doing to, are they not there to solve the issues, to make things better? But instead, they repeat and repeat. They are the same with those that have destroyed our system, our institutions. So APC is making it worse. The next one is that a resident claims that Inec has deleted the details of all Labour Party voters in the FCT from the previous elections. You go to election polling unit or whatever it is, you can't find your name, you can't vote. But you, in the data of Inec, you're there. You can't vote. You can't. Just things are just happening. You can't vote. I told you that I'm going to tell you something I know. Now, in the next election, when you look at this election, it is a replica of what is going to happen in the next elections. If an ordinary Amupitan cannot conduct election, that means he must be cancelled. He must be cancelled. We cannot call this an election. APC, if APC wins at the end of the day, they did not win. They rigged. They rigged. We have listened to the statement of Nyesom Wike. We have heard what he said. He has threatened, he has become partisan, and we know his antecedent. So we cannot call this election APC won. I've said before that APC does not have the capacity, does not have the mandate of the people. Mayogbe says Wike is one with Inec. Amupitan has been paid. These are the... So somebody is claiming that Inec has deleted details of Labour Party voters in the FCT from previous election. The issue reportedly affects about 12 polling units in the area. Okay, the polling booth has been removed and residents cannot locate it. As a result, I will not be able to vote today. After the election, voters plan to march to INEC office and party offices. So most people cannot, they need their polling unit overnight. Wike suspends movement. INEC take people's polling unit to a very far place. They change your polling unit. After Wike has suspended movement, you can see the collaboration. Wike suspends movement. INEC, all of a sudden, people find that their polling units have changed. And the information they give to these people is just dying minute. You can see how effective INEC is. If not because they have intention to rig elections. Please, if you are watching, help me like this program so that I can get a wider view. Help me like this program. INEC conducts worst election ever in the history of... I repeat, INEC conducts worst election ever in the history of Nigeria. The APC does not have the capacity to conduct free and fair election. Even though they try, it is even to them. It is not in their system. They are not wired for free and fair election. Hence, you are seeing all the things that are happening in the FCT today. Some people cannot vote because their polling units have been shifted. Overnight changes. All of a sudden, people are complaining about internet. All of a sudden, electricity. Abuja Electric Distribution Company, AEDC, wants to conduct maintenance all of a sudden on election. Floodgates of heaven. Olateju, thank you very much. I see you. Please, what is your take on the elections going on? I just want to hear from the people. What is your take from the ongoing elections we're experiencing in Nigeria? Okay, let's move on. Wike ordered a curfew. These are updates from voters in Abuja. Wike ordered a curfew to scare off voters and restrict large voter turnout. Accusation. INEC followed up by changing voters' polling units overnight. You can see what I said. Wike ordered a curfew, while INEC, as a supporting striker to whatever is the rigging that is going on, followed up by changing voters' polling units overnight and reassigning them to places that are far from their residences. This is tactical disenfranchisement. Tactical disenfranchisement. Somebody says, "Okay, watch your mouth, may everything not happen to you." Well, you don't understand what is going on. If you understand, you understand. Evidence full grant, evidence poku. I'm not edified. Okay, the next one is like generally there's low voter turnout. Generally, there's low voter turnout in this election. Somebody says, "Stop saying curfew. You're sounding rant. There has always been restrictions of movement for council elections in Abuja." Okay, Mr. Ahmed Abdullah, stop saying curfew. But from 8 p.m. on Friday to the next day is somehow. There's something. Don't let us pretend that the APC does not have an intent to rig elections. Nobody should gaslight anybody. Don't let us pretend. Pretending. We all know that there's no perfect election. So let's not give the APC like, okay, the APC will not, or look at what is going on. Look at the statement. Most of the people have not condemned the statement coming from Wike. Olusegun Oluwamide says, "Your analysis don't make sense on many occasions. You are 100% Obi supporter. You are to be neutral politically. If Obi did not get the ticket, what will you do? What will you do today? You are against Erufai, against Fulani, and tomorrow." I'm not talking about Obi. I'm talking about the FCT election. Let's be factual here. Let's not try and bring in some kind of about the elections. What I'm saying, These are things that are happening on ground. Whether OB or not, conduct a free and fair elections. I will not say because, okay, okay. Let me say I'm supporting Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I will not say because I'm supporting Bola Ahmed Tinubu or the APC. Then, if they are doing something that is wrong, I would not talk about it. I will not say doing me. If APC do wrong, I say APC. If Peter be wrong, I will say Peter B do wrong. Yes, many people call me APC supporter, supporting Tinubu, because when I say the fact about the opposition, they say I support Tinubu. When I say the fact about the APC, they say I'm support. However, I'm supporting OB. But let's look at it critically. What is going on for yourself? What is going on in Abuja? Just look at what is going on. People are complaining, and you're trying to bring it to OB or this and that. People are complaining that they are being disenfranchised. Inec has been given 600 billion naira. If you're a politician, you understand. If you're in the system, you understand what I'm saying. Yes, because they want people to be caged, not to tell you the fact, things that are going on in the elections. I'm very disappointed with Amupitan, because I already said it that APC doesn't have capacity. APC doesn't have the capacity to conduct free, credible elections. I'm not supporting any political party. I've already said that all political parties are the same. It is the individual I'm looking at. APC, Labour Party, ADC, PDP, all of them are the same. Why? Because the person you saw in PDP today is in the APC. The person you saw in the Labour Party today is in the APC. The person you saw in the ADC today is somehow working for the APC. So what is now the difference? What is the difference? If when PDP was there, in fact, this election rascality, the foundation was built by the PDP, was instituted by the PDP. Under Obasanjo, that one is fact. It's not because maybe I'm supporting PDP or APC. And the same thing APC is doing. So that is not something we are coming here to say it's OB or not. Even though I'm supporting OB, does not mean that if OB does wrong or I... So let's look at reactions. Those guys are something else trying to read. Let's be focused. Abuja is an example of their plan. Both parties are... yes, both parties are the same. The problem here is that the people are at the receiving end. The elites are there trying to fight themselves over who is the chairman or this or that. But the people will be at the receiving end. You cannot have a system that is bent on rigging, on disenfranchising the people to give you good governance. You cannot expect that. That is why for over 60 years, we have amounted to nothing. With all the promises, with this one is good, that one is good, Obasanjo is this and that, this one is good, Yaradua, Jonathan, Buhari is this. You know, some people praise Buhari, but we are still in square, I don't know, square one, I'll be what, so, whether I'm supporting OB, I'm not supporting political party. Somebody says, I only pity people fighting themselves for these politicians. Ahmed Abdullah says, even Ireti Kingwe, no, yes, she knows she's not coming back. She's not coming back. The politics they are playing in the FCT is way above Ireti. She said Wike don't pick her calls. Wike, politicians in Nigeria, man. Let's not kill ourselves for these politicians, though, because maybe they are doing something that we like for now. If it's about the people, they are not about the people. They're not interested about the people. Yeah, on this side now does not mean that if they have opportunity to hit you, if you disagree with them, hit you. Because number one, they are not perfect. Nobody's ever perfect. Let's move on. Update. Somebody says INEC removed the names of everyone who voted for Labour Party in FCT election from their system in about 12 polling units where I reside. Nigerian man laments. This is one of the reasons why people don't have confidence in the elections. One of the reasons. People will look at this election and say, what's the reason why? Somebody said, now let's look at this. Woman leader have zero confidence in the process. They have PVCs. Some people, they have PVCs. They have their names on the register, but they are not going to vote except they get a buyer. I told you that some people, there are three categories of voters in this election because of the system, the electoral law. Some people are not going to come out to vote. Some are coming out to vote because they want to sell their votes. The last set of people are people that are coming out for their conviction or for a particular person, hoping that that person will win. So person falls in a category of somebody that he's not coming to vote because he trusts in the process. He's coming to vote because he wants to sell his voters card, his votes for whatever they are going to give. There's a video. All these are online. Everything I'm reading here, anything you hear me say now, it is gotten online. So I'm not manufacturing anything somewhere else. So there's already an so there's a video of allegedly APC people buying votes. All political parties want to buy vote. All political parties. If the PDP had the opportunity, they started all this rubbish. Even at them, now start Democratic 1999. All this vote buying. If Labour Party were to be there, the opportunity, because all political parties are the same. What I'm talking about is restructuring. Restructure this system. This system cannot produce anything good. They don't want to learn. Now, what will the opposition do? Another question. Looking at what is going on today, what can the opposition do? What can the opposition do? The way people are complaining, they are complaining like as if they are helpless. Oh, it is. If you are watching this broadcast, please, I want you to like the program, please. I would like you to like this program. Somebody says, if they succeed in this Abuja, that's all they will know how to plan for 2027, with or without you. This election is just a flash for 2027. Very, 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 very disheartening. Very, very disheartening. Let's look for more updates. We are getting more updates as we go. More updates from the elections. Rates Inec and its performance. I want you to rate. If you're watching, please like this program and also contribute. Rate the performance of Inec. See APC influencing Inec in this election. There's a lady they found with 20 PVCs at an Abuja polling unit. That's an Daily Trust. Do you see APC influencing Inec? Do you see the hand of Wike? Do you see is Wike playing partisan politics in the conducting this election? Like he said, but actively, do you see actively partisan politics being played election? The problem I have is well, let me not go into that. Where is the only one monitoring the elections according to the reports we are getting? Now, P2B will be arrested. Some people say P2B will be arrested if he's found moving up and down. It is only the FCT chairman that has the right to monitor elections. Yes. Putana Maredi says, that's not how things are done, brother. You guys must tell them what you want. Of course. So Wike is the only one monitoring the election. Saying that if you see P2B, he'll be arrested. No movement can influence anything, because these people understand that the presence of the ADC leaders will further ginger the people to move and also conduct themselves in a way and manner that may favor the ADC. I'm only seeing ADC in one local government. Let's move on. What do you think? I'm trying to get a lot of reactions here. What do you think about Joash Amupitan, Chairman Inec polling unit 005 Garki Abuja, to ascertain the level of turnout to the polling units as elections go on? Okay. Somebody says, looking at the elections, the only option, somebody says the only option left to Nigerians at this point is revolution. Revolution. If you want Nigeria to move forward, a revolution needs to be done, and that revolution must be accompanied by restructuring. Patrick Onyekwere, hi, I can see you. You're welcome to this broadcast. In a polling unit 004, one polling unit, 2,287 registered voters, Accredited voters so far is 168. There is relatively high voter out here at the APC candidates polling unit. The candidate voted over an hour ago. Is it high voter turnout or low voter turnout? Many allegations. EFCC operatives apprehended an alleged vote buyer at Kutunku Primary School, Kutunku Ward at Gwagwalada Area Council. One problem I have with agencies of government, EFCC police, is that of these guys that are perpetrating these crimes, we see it that they act as a cover for them. Maybe they arrest them to shield them. At the end of the day, we don't see people that are being prosecuted. We don't see people that are prosecuted. That is the biggest problem we're having with agencies of government when it comes to election. And someone will tell me that tomorrow now they'll go to church, pray for Nigeria, pray for this and that. Pray for what? Look at what is happening. All your prayers amounts to all this sham of elections that is being organized by Inec. The buck stops at the table of Inec. Worst elections ever. Worst elections ever. We are still getting updates. 48% of the polling units in Abuja currently has no ADC polling unit agent. I repeat, 48% of the polling units in Abuja currently has no ADC polling unit agent. This is not how to win election against APC. When I tell you that the opposition is not ready, I know what I'm saying. You don't have a polling unit agent, but you are trying to convince Nigerians that you are serious about elections. You want Nigerians to come out and stay under the sun, knowing that a system is rigged and risks their life for an opposition that is not serious. So 48% of polling units in Abuja know how. So how would what will happen in the main election? APC prepares their polling agent list 5 months to election. Okay, somebody says, Olike says, if it's about performance of the FCT ministers, both present and past, APC win, but the population of the Igbos and their hatred may influence the election result. Why has Ireti Kingigbe, what has Ireti Kingigbe done to transform the FCT? Mr. Olike, we are talking about the court of the elections now. Please, let's not divert from Igbos, the conduct of the Igbos, how do you say, the population of the Igbos and their hatred may influence the election result. Okay, the Igbos and them not liking a particular political party should warrant the ruling party, whichever agents of government, to rig elections. Is that what you are saying? Please, I need a logical conclusion to this. If it is about performance of the FCT, if it's about performance, why shouldn't the FCT minister campaign with its performance? Why are they trying to tweak? Why are they trying to find a way to manipulate? Why are we experiencing? So if you are seeing all these irregularities, we should just keep our mouth shut and not say anything. If you are seeing irregularities, we should not just say anything and we clap for them. Thugs will come and carry ballot box. We start clapping, yes. Who is responsible for the conduct of election? The APC and Inec. So if things go wrong, we should call out the APC. We should not be hypocritical because I've seen a lot of APC supporters. If the APC and Tinubu does something that is wrong, they avoid it. That is hypocrisy. Like Northern Nigeria, during the time of Buhari, they say we are not voting. Now under Tinubu now they are voting. Is that not hypocrisy? We call that Northern Nigeria for that hypocrisy. So let's focus on the elections. Is the election termed to be credible? What has changed? Or should we just maintain the status quo? Anybody that has opportunity to stay in power should just be conducting sham elections and destroying the democratic process. One of the reasons why people came out to vote in the last election was because some people came to admonish them and give them assurance that the elections were going to be free and fair. Looking at the electoral law or electoral bill, Nigerians are discouraged. Nigerians are unwilling. Nigerians are tired of all these things. And we should not say anything about if anything goes wrong. We should just keep quiet. Like some APC people are keeping quiet. And tomorrow we'll go to church. And if we are serving a God, a just God, no. Nonsense Nigeria opposition, after they will go and go to the compromise courts. Everything is compromised as we speak. If Wiki has done a lot of things, he should campaign with his projects, because they know that they are not sure. They don't have the goodwill of the people. That's why even with some of the things that they have done, they believe that they have not won the heart of the people. That's why they need to go further to force themselves in power. Putana Maredi says, I can say, take a bit from South African Constitution, Bill of Rights. Inside it is the right to free health education using your oil money. Okay, I think somebody from South Africa is watching us. Onyebuchi Onoha says, can all the people come out in defense of democracy? We are getting to a point whereby, see, when I talk of restructuring, I tell you that the foundation we are running our governance, it is crippled with a lot of irregularities. It is hard for people to conduct free election with the kind of system. You see a voter coming to say, if I not see money collect, I no go vote. You can see where we have gotten to. Let's move on. We are getting updates upon updates. I can get your, please, if you are watching, please, what is your take on the elections so far? How do you rate the Inec in the conduct of this FC election? Because FC election is a key to elections 2027 and the ones that we have in the future. Mind you, the precedent that APC is setting would be what others will build on. The legacy that APC is setting, I don't think APC has a legacy, Sha. I don't think so. The legacy that APC is setting is what others will build on. This is let me read this out. This is from an investigative journalist. Let me read it out. He said something. Before the election, he said that his eyes are seeing a lot of things happening, that he might not be able to say it out before the elections. Now he has come with this statement. Mind you, everything I'm saying here, it's evidence. The evidence are here. He says, if someone had told them that on Saturday, 21st of February, 2025, that the names of thousands of their supporters have been mysteriously removed from the polling units where they registered so they cannot vote, they will not believe. The tree was falling, yet the monkey was laughing. So these allegations are very high allegations. I repeat again. He said, if someone had told them that on Saturday, 21st of February, 2025, that the names of thousands of their supporters had been mysteriously removed from the polling units where they registered so they cannot vote, they will never believe. The tree was falling, yet the monkey was laughing. Look at what is likely to happen. APC registered should be over 10 million. APC members, APC supporters. If I were to be a politician and I want to rig election, so if you want to catch a thief, think like a thief. I want to rig election. We have APC data. People that registered as APC members are likely to vote for APC. Then look at the INEC voter register. Who appoints INEC? The president. The president is the president partisan? Yes. Yes, the president is partisan. So in Abuja, we have the names of those that are registered for APC in Abuja. So it's easier for you to lap the names of those APC members that have registered. Lap it on the voter register of those in Abuja. You can tell us, you can separate the chaff from the wheat. You can know this one an APC supporter, it is polling unit. Look at the number of APC supporters with this polling unit. Look at the ones that are likely not to vote for. You can see likely not to vote for our party. So it is likely that let's disenfranchise these people. I repeat again, this investigative journalist, he said, if someone had told them that on the 21st of February 2025, that the names of thousands of their supporters had been mysteriously removed from the polling units where they registered so they cannot vote, they will never believe. Like many people don't believe me. They say conspiracy theory. Oh, sit down there. People don't know what is happening. Revolution is the only thing, and restructuring. I know restructuring will lead to revolution in different many ways, or revolution will lead to restructuring. You can turn it front and back. That's what we need. This one way Tinubu snatch am, grab the power, I run away with power. You no go fit see am collect o. You no go fit see am collect at all. So that's just it. Somebody says, how can you lose your own hey. This is the testament to. This is a testament. The APC wants to really finish the opposition. Finish them. Please, I have 112 or 115 people watching. I have 15 likes. Please help. Let this get to a very large audience by liking the program. I have 15 people watching. Please help us. Just in, Dr. Paul, the ADC candidate for Amac, has lost his polling unit. Somebody said, how can you lose your own polling unit? Now, look at another person saying, Dr. Paul, the ADC candidate for Amac, has lost his polling unit. APC will be happy, irrespective of the fact that if the election were free and fair and he lost, like, we don't have these irregularities subsequent. We don't have this change of today, change of light. They want to do light. They want to do maintenance of light. Internet get a CB. Don't move at it. If you don't have all these things, and justice is seen to be done on electoral credibility, then we can say yes, he lost. But when there's an attempt by the institutions that are in place to conduct free and fair election to turn it in favor of another person, we can always say that APC has been rigged. Sorry, APC has rigged. That's the allegation. APC has rigged. Okay, somebody says, many Abuja residents stayed away from the polls. They said they had aligned with Nyesom Wike and felt voting will not change the outcome. Okay, something that is Isaac Fawashe. Many has aligned. They stayed away from the polls. They said they had aligned with Nyesom Wike and the APC-led administration and felt voting will not change the outcome. They already know that APC is winning. We have said it because we don't have an opposition that have the capacity to challenge Tinubu's political empire and their workings. Well, it's unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate. Mr. Prince Igiri Somoji, you're welcome. Onyebuchi Onoha, you're welcome. Please like the program, like the program. Okay. On point. Usio Obafo Oragbon Wemadolo. You say you're on point. Thank you very much. You're on point. Now, very unfortunate that P2B's candidate, the ADC candidate, has lost his polling unit. So if he lost his polling unit, what does it mean? What does that mean? You lost you're a major contender. You lose your own polling unit. Where you stay? In politics, if you cannot win your polling unit, forget to. In today's, maybe you can, if it's before, but in today's politics, if you cannot win your own polling unit, there's a big problem. Very big problem. Very big problem. With what we have said today, Nosa Oriaki says the new strategy is to transfer you far away. Yes, transfer you far away from your polling unit. Who does that? Is it not Inec? And they said Amupitan is a Christian, is a born again. Tomorrow you go church. We just abuse the Christianity. Abuse Christianity. We are actively aligning with corrupt people, and we are saying we are children of God. So if anybody's anytime you are hyping somebody, don't say he's a Christian. Is who he is. Don't bring it as a Christian. Is this how Christians behave? Onyebuchi Onoha says the country with the lowest life expectancy in the world is not doing anything to come out from this reality. We are in a big mess, seriously. We're in a big mess. Very big mess. In the next 5 minutes, we'll be closing this program. Please put out your comments so that we can have your comment. Everyone that's watched is watching. Let's have your comment on what is going on. A lawyer is saying, to the best of my knowledge, the Minister of the FCT, Mr. Nyesom Wike, is not a voter in Abuja. He is registered in Rivers State. It is not his responsibility to supervise the area council election in Abuja. This is the exclusive responsibility of Inec. Assuming for argument's sake that Wike is acting as an agent of a political party, whether the APC or the PDP, he cannot be a universal agent. He can only be the agent of a particular polling unit or a particular coalition center. Wike is blatantly partisan. The same Wike who imposed restriction of movement in Abuja is now moving about freely. This is insane. This is insane. Oh. What is the situation room of the ADC saying? What is the situation room of the APC saying? At Nyanya General Hospital polling unit, update. At Nyanya General Hospital polling unit, party agents accuse APC of vote buying. Party agents accuse, some of these things cannot be captured by video. There are many things that are happening that it is only on Judgment Day that it can be revealed. If something is happening and they mistakenly catch it on video, just know that hundreds of that have happened. The ones that cannot be captured, the ones that are done behind closed doors and are done swiftly. Crime committed against, leaders are committing crime against his people. Leaders are committing treason. Leaders are carrying terrorist activities against his own people. Very, very unfortunate. Onyebuchi Onoha says, I juggled all the names. Translating people far away from their original locations is making it impossible for them to vote. Yes. Look at Inec. Inec. Another update. Beavers is not capturing or verifying voters in some places. Name of voters missing from registers and ballot papers not delivered in some polling units. All in FCT, where logistics should not be a problem. INEC is a bureaucratic elephant that is not ready for elections. Are the people ready to defend their votes? Another question. Are the people ready to defend their votes? Update. INEC is the number one enabler of electoral fraud in Nigeria. People that voted Labour Party in the 2023 elections cannot find their names on the register today in the Abuja elections. The same INEC Nigeria blocked me and over 5,000 obedience on X immediately after announcing 2023 results. I've said this before. Dr. Mopol, the candidate of P2B and Atiku of the ADC, just lost his polling unit to the APC in the Abuja council elections. The movement of polling units may have been done last night. INEC is actively involved in all this shenanigan. INEC. And tomorrow they will come and promise you good governance and you say yes. So over 60 years, they'll never feel bringing good governance. The more they deceive us, they come next year to deceive us. They come every day. Shehu Hadi says, please continue analysis on the election. Yes. Okay. Patrick Onyekwere says, APC is setting a bad precedent in Nigeria elections. Bad precedent because the person coming after APC would want to do the same. Most of your politicians graduated this criminal politics we are playing. They are students and they graduated under this criminal system. Somebody graduated under a criminal system. What do you expect from him? Somebody is trained by a criminal. What do you expect from him? He will also be a criminal. This man that is saying this thing now, I don't want to talk him because this guy is using strong words, but I will hide some of the things he have said. The Abuja municipal elections have shown that the only way for Nigerians to get good governance is to remove Tinubu, APC, and all other unpatriotic elements by he said something revolution, but a kind of revolution. Me, I support revolution in Nigeria. I support revolution in Nigeria. Every single country that is enjoying some measure of progress today had to do this kind of revolution. All other options have been explored, and there's the only unexplored option left. The AES states did it. Look at them now. The only problems they are facing are generated externally, but they captured the captured Nigerian state and their deranged French. Not only FCT, we have Kano elections, PDP, NNPP, ADC, not on ballot paper. I think we'll be doing a different broadcast for this one. For now, bye for now. Till we come back for another live. God bless you. Please like and also help us share and also support us in what we're doing.